Yes, good morning, welcome back to another vlog. Today we are taking you around my hometown of Winchester. I bought a four-way ticket, so basically it gets me into all the museums. Apart from the cathedral, that's a separate attraction. I've got to be honest, I don't know a lot of history. I'm living here 40 years. I don't know much about the history of the place, but I know it's very historic. I know King Arthur's Round Table is here, so we'll take a look at that. Born and bred Winchester lad, and I do love it here. I'm proud of living here. It's just expensive and not much to do in terms of activities, but the history of the place is amazing. We'll show you that. Yeah, this is Ormond's Harbour. It's a beautiful spot for a picnic. Let the kids run around, dogs run around. It really is a nice kind of area, just up by the train station. Really lovely here. Loads of green open space. Lots of nice houses around as well. I don't know a lot about Winchester, but I do know it was the capital of England before London, I believe. So yeah, former capital of England, Winchester. The train station is just down there, and it has direct routes to London, all the way down to Weymouth. So there is our two-tracked train line, very small. So if you come out of the train station and turn right, it will bring you here. You follow it all the way around this way. This will take you to the top of town. A short walk in from the train station, 5-10 minutes, and you'll be right in the heart of Winchester. Just in front of us now is the Round Table, the Law Courts, and the Westgate Museum. We'll be taking you in there and up there later. You get a lovely view of the city from the top. Architecture around as well, some very, very old buildings. So I don't think they actually open till 10 o'clock, so I'll be back up here to kind of show you the King Arthur's Round Table that lives just in that building at the end here. But look at some of this beautiful historic architecture. It is absolutely gorgeous. I feel living here, I don't appreciate this enough. So that's actually the Hampshire County Council building in there. Just ruins now, that was. And the law courts are just down there. And this is where King Arthur's Round Table currently lives, in this building. And we will be in here around 10-11 o'clock today. So this is the Great Hall. So one ticket for all these attractions gives you a year's access. So not bad really at all. The beautiful stained glass windows. So we'll be coming back here to get you a shot of King Arthur's Round Table. Just literally a stone's throw away, about a 2-minute walk. There's army museums, there's a Gurkha museum, loads more historic museums around this area. So really do take a day to come here and appreciate the history of the place. It's lovely, it's beautiful. And like I said, the Winchester Cathedral is amazing. I've not been there for many years, so we'll buy a ticket and we'll do that maybe in a separate video, but we will do the kind of Winchester Cathedral as well. But today's focus is on the Great Hall, the Westgate Museum and stuff like that. It's nice, it's normally packed around here, so it's nice to come here early actually and show you around. Yeah, I'm not really a history buff. I didn't really take it all in at school. Either that or I've forgotten it, but so I hope you don't click on this video expecting a full history lesson. You do have the famous pig statue over there. I have no idea what it represents, but it's pretty cool. I think the entrance is just around here. Well, it might be the other side. So that's the Westgate Museum. Opens at 10 o'clock. Take a look up at the ceilings as well when you're here. And that leads us nicely down into the High Street. Yeah, later on we'll stand right at the top of there and we'll get a good view down the High Street. So that is the Westgate Museum. Only a small attraction, but well worth your time. Do check out the channel as well for the famous Winchester Christmas market that I film every single year. So just down from the Law Courts you have the iconic statue, the man on the horse. Yeah, when you do come to Winchester, make sure you take the time to kind of look up at some of the buildings. Fortunately, it was a thriving city many years ago, but now with the decline in kind of shops and the rise of online shopping, the town does suffer. Not too many good shops these days. Didn't choose the best day to film this, did I? But across as well, I have no idea what it is or what it represents, but it's nice and it stands here in the heart of the high street. Lovely kind of sandwich and cake shop here. And there is one of my favourite restaurants, the Giggling Squid. And this leads out to our second museum, just in front of the Winchester Cathedral there. This is the City Museum. So this is another one included on that ticket, on the Explorer's ticket. So we'll be coming back here when it opens around 10 o'clock. Right here you have the iconic Winchester Cathedral, the very, very famous Winchester Cathedral. That's where Jane Austen is buried as well. They filmed such films as the Da Vinci Code here. We've even got Celebrating Jane Austen on there. This is classed as the square. Like I said, loads of nice kind of eateries around here. Yeah, so that is the cathedral. We'll be taking you up there shortly to have a look at that. That is a separate paid attraction though. And of course you have the Eclipse Inn, well worth a visit if you're after a haunted pub. So there you go, I've just asked them, and there definitely is some unusual activity that happens in there. It is the oldest pub in Winchester. Another lovely restaurant. I've never actually eaten in there, but I have eaten over the road at the Stable, a very, very nice Italian restaurant. Fun fact, James Martin, the famous TV chef, owned or owns a shop around here. I'm not sure if he still owns it, but he did own a shop. And just on the corner here you have another nice pub called the William Walker. William Walker was a famous diver from Winchester. You want to read that, you can pause it. It's all the information around the famous diver from Winchester. So this is the cathedral grounds. Very, very nice. It's very busy in the summer. It is a lovely place to come, grab a picnic, a bite to eat. Plenty of benches around. You can sit here or sit on the grass and enjoy some food. They have a coffee cart here as well. So that is the Winchester Cathedral. Really kind of an iconic landmark for this city, and it really has put the place on the map. I think it's one of the biggest cathedrals, if not the biggest in the country. Don't quote me on that. Like I said, I'm not an expert. This is a very informal kind of tour of Winchester. It's lovely, and I will come back and do a separate video inside of there because there's lots to see and do. Lots to see and do. And this is where the Christmas market sits. And there's so much to show here. It's definitely a day's full if you are visiting. So much to do, so much to see. Obviously chose a day where it's nice blue skies. There's so many kind of nice walks around here. You've got the Pilgrim's Walk. You've got the River Itchen that runs through the heart of the city as well. Just the architecture around here. So much history. It really is astonishing. And of course here you've got the city gates. The big city gates. I love it under here as well. You've got the book shop just here, but when you do come, always look up and you'll see these lovely beams as well. Look at that. Beautiful. You've got the death place of Jane Austen. I might actually take you up there and show you that. So this is College Street. You've got Winchester College just up here, hence the name. And this is where Jane Austen died. There is the death place of Jane Austen, where she died, in that house right there. And there was a plaque on the wall. Yeah, so if you carry on up there, you will pick up the river trail, but we'll kind of walk back this way into the city again. So you can veer off in loads of different paths and just so many different walks here. Yeah, they do ghost tours around Winchester as well, if that's your kind of thing. Yeah, just wait for 10 o'clock now. We can take you inside our first museum. I won't give you a massive guided tour of them. I'll just kind of pan the camera around and show you a bit. I'll show you a bit. Otherwise this video will become very boring very fast. And that's if you haven't switched off already. Thought I'd kind of come out for a walk and tour today. Gives me an excuse to get the steps in and take you guys around with me. Like I said, I show Winchester off so much in my video, but I've never really done a dedicated video. So just heading back now into the main strip, the high street. We'll take a walk down to the King Alfred statue, show you that. You've got the lovely site of St Giles's Hill at the bottom there. Recently just opened is Nando's, Five Guys and Pizza Express. Yeah, the other museum is actually in the shopping centre, the Brooks. So we'll take you in there when it opens, again included in your kind of ticket. So if you are cycling to South Downs Way, they do have a South Down Way cafe where you could even park your bike inside. Yeah, the other attraction is in there, the Brooks. So we'll take you in there later on when we do that. I think again it's a 10 o'clock opening for that. We are extremely early today, just so we can kind of show you around the town without filming too many people, because it does get extremely busy around here. This is King's Walk. So that is a nice little kind of bike cafe, very hipsterish if you are interested. Yeah, so this is King's Walk, just some nice independence up here. You've got a Chinese supermarket, kind of a record shop. This is the part of Winchester that really needs redevelopment. There's like, that shop's been empty for such a long time. It used to be a chemist, it's been empty. This is the site of the old doctor's surgery. They've moved now to a brand new location, and that is such an eyesore. It really is. So this whole area does need a huge redevelopment, maybe a big kind of complex for the kids, bowling, crazy golf, laser tag, anything really. A new cinema. Yeah, definitely. It definitely needs a redevelopment around here. It's not all glamorous Winchester. I think like any town or city, it has its good and bad. And then you're back out to the Guildhall, which is beautiful. This is lovely. They light it all up at night as well. Yeah, a grand building that, the Guildhall. Lots of information. That is where the Winchester Information Centre is as well. Absolutely huge that. This is now the bottom of the high street, Winchester Guildhall. Very, very grand building. There's the Winchester bus station, and this makes me sad. This is where Blockbuster once was, my favourite shop. Rest in peace, Blockbuster Video. This is actually very, very nice. It's a very nice restaurant, but it's no Blockbuster Video, is it? So yeah, so Blockbuster once was, then you got the Crown and Anchor. I have to show you this. This is meant to be incognito, hence the name, but this is the location of the best cocktail bar, Incognito. This place is amazing. Been here many times before. You do have to book, and it's just behind that door there, so it is actually very incognito. So yeah, if you are coming and you want the best cocktails, luxury cocktails, expensive cocktails, this is the place right here, Incognito, right by the King Alfred statue. Do apologise about the sun. And towards the back end of town, you've got the beautiful Abbey Gardens. So this is the Abbey Gardens. Lovely place to come and grab a bite to eat, especially when the market was on. They have loads of kind of street food vendors. Definitely worth a visit. You have the City Mill, which is a free entry mill. Not much in there, but it's nice to go and have a look. And you can also pick up the South Down ways here as well. Take you up to the viaduct. Again, that is a lovely walk all the way down there. We're not going to do it today, but it's a beautiful walk, and you can pick up the South Downs way. So yeah, the other side of this bridge is the mill. It's actually shut at the moment, but it is a free entry mill. You can visit that. Completely free entry to go and see the workings of the mill. I do recommend it. It's actually very, very cool. And we do have a Michelin star restaurant just up here on the corner called the Chesil Rectory. There you go. I won't give up my day job, don't worry. Yeah, this used to be my favourite noodle bar, but it closed down because of hygiene reasons. It used to be my favourite takeaway in Winchester. The good old Rise and Sun pub. If you want a scrap in Winchester, come to the Rise and Sun. Good for a brawl after a few bevies. I haven't actually got much battery left on my camera, so I either have to go home and charge my camera or do the museums another day. Got a massive hill now, but it's worth it. When you get up there, it's worth it. And it's a good place to kind of take off with my drone as well. Get some aerial footage of Winchester. So yeah, I've kind of vaguely shown you around, not shown you everything. I have to tell my camera if I'm going to die of a heart attack. Yeah, so this is St Giles's Hill. It's pretty spectacular, especially when the Christmas lights are on. You can come up here in an evening and you get the whole of Winchester that looks beautiful.